Thank you for joining us for our third quarter 2025 earnings call, and we're here to answer some of the questions that all of you sent in. So to get things kicked off, Brian Loftus asked, when switching from a liquid fuel like diesel to natural gas, is there anything done to the Carno unit other than intake connectors? How hard is it for a driller to switch from diesel to flare gas? So the systems we're deploying today are designed to be gaseous fuel capable. The units we're planning to deploy in 2026 will be both liquid and gaseous capable. And from that standpoint, there really is no changeover the operator needs to do. You just start feeding it the different fuel, and our software actually senses what fuel is being put in, how we need to react to that fuel in order to make the heat that powers the Carno. And it does it all within the corners of the box. Nothing needs to be done by the actual user. Next question from Jason Meeker was, do you anticipate needing to dilute shares in 2026 to fund growth, or can early revenue cover the expansion like buying more 3D printers for self-sustaining scaling?
Yeah, I'll take that one. So maybe to clarify some of the things that we said this morning on our earnings call, we have sufficient capital to carry the company through commercialization of the product. That story's unchanged. And then we also said that at some point, as we are ready to start scaling the company and growing production capacity faster, that we will want to purchase more additive printing machines, and probably at a scale that would require us to raise additional capital in some way to fund that. It could be equity, it could be debt, it could be leases. So really that's our plans. That at some point we'll probably need to raise capital. And also we plan to be opportunistic, meaning given the flexibility we have with assets on hand, we can pick and choose the method and the timing of that raise as we see fit.
Next question was from Hyliion. What are the main technical challenges in scaling the Carno module from 200 kilowatts to 2 megawatts, and what progress has been made this quarter towards resolving them? And when do you expect to have the first 2 megawatt Carno prototype ready? So as you move from the 200 kilowatt to the 2 megawatt, inside the box, they're both utilizing the same four shaft, the Carno cores systems. So the 200 kilowatt has one four shaft Carno core. The 2 megawatt has 10 four shaft Carno cores. Outside of that, we're utilizing a lot of the same components. So this is more of a packaging exercise. I am pleased to share that we have gone through the initial design reviews of the 2 megawatt system. So that work is been well underway, and we've made a lot of progress there. And as we get the 200 kilowatt system out into the field and look at the performance of it, we'll come back with more feedback on when we're expecting that 2 megawatt to be ready to move into commercialization as well. Next question was from Silent Alert. Can you speak a little bit more regarding the $1 billion MOU from Saudi in the terms of if there's going to be any upfront capital for the expansion and development?
Yeah, so clearly that's a great opportunity for us, $1 billion of potential business in the Middle East. I'll refer back to what I was saying earlier, that at some point we will need additional capital really to ramp up production in general, and certainly for a contractor business opportunity of that size. So again, stay tuned. The timing of that will be determined over time.
Another question from Michael Kasatko. Are there any major technical or regulatory hurdles remaining before full market launch? So we shared on today's call, we've gotten the performance to a level, the power output to where our early customers need. We've surpassed the emissions testing we wanted to, those thresholds, and we've also seen strong reliability out of the system. So those were three really key things. On top of that, we've also showcased fuel flexibility. The one thing that's remaining before we move assets out onto customer sites is getting our UL certification. This has been a process we've been working on for over 18 months now, working closely with UL. We are in the final stages of it. We expect that over the next couple of months, we'll bring it to completion. And we even shared some good news on today's call that there are sub-buckets within UL. So for instance, our linear electric motor needs to be UL certified. We accomplished that. We went through that testing, and we were able to pass on the very first attempt of it as well, which was a big win. Another question from Jason Meeker was, Are there plans to pursue additional SBIR grants or DoD contracts beyond the current Navy award? And how might evolving legislation like the One Big Beautiful Bill Act expansions support further funding for national security applications?
Yeah, I can take that one. So the SBIR is one of the contracts that we have with the U.S. military. There are others as well. So if we speak generically about it, yes, there are more opportunities for military contracts, both with the Navy and as well as other branches of the military. In fact, we're getting interest really from all branches. They really like the Carnot technology for various reasons, primarily around fuel flexibility, low maintenance, reliability, low heat signature. So yes, we do anticipate lots of opportunities around government contracts.
Thank you all for joining us as we wrap up another quarter here. Big takeaways are really pleased with the performance we're seeing out of the system, growing confidence there. The units are now ready and meeting what those early customers need, which is a huge milestone for us. And then as we go forward, the goal is let's get units out into the field later this year, beginning of next year, and we're on track for hitting that commercialization milestone in 2026. Thank you all for joining.